Okay, in this video I am going to build this weave object, and it's not fun. But now that I got it figured out, it'll be a little more fun during the video. The whole point here is to do this weave. The trickiest part of this is where this comes up and over and starts to go back around. So to get it to look like that, I mean, it'd be really easy to do one where it just kind of meandered along here, but to get it to really come in and tuck and then turn and go under is a bit of a trick. I've got some profiles already out here, and here's how I started this out and made this, and I purposely made this pretty thin because I'm putting the weave on top of this. So I made this thinner than what it would normally be because I don't want the ring to get too thick. So the way that so because of that, I wanted a very particular profile. So I started out with a comfort fit kind of like this, and then I did another one on top of it like so, somewhere kind of like that, and then I always use blend, and I blend from here to here, and it looks like this would have been a little lower, but you get the idea. So there's the blend, and it looks like this one was a bit more shallow, like so. Oops, blend. Oh, there's that 1-2 thing. I don't use that much. But anyway, you get the idea. Now, once I made that, what I did is I've got a curve. Let's turn off the red. I've got a curve that represents the ring right here. And what I did is I made a copy of this. So I joined it and made a copy, and then I brought that copy out and I split it here and here, and this is so that the ring goes around and starts to go inside the finger rail, but I don't want to mess with the whole thing. This is the surface that I'm going to put my weave on right here, but this is what makes up the ring. Okay, so let's sweep this. So it's simple. Surface sweep 1. Alright, so there's the inside. And let's go surface sweep 2 for this one, just so we keep it honest. And we'll go like that and like that. We didn't have to do sweep 2 there, but I made that a habit a long time ago. Okay, so there's those two. Actually, I'm going to jump over to orange, and then let's bring out the red curve, and we'll go sweep 1, and we'll go sweep 1, and we'll go red. Now, I have found, and we talked about this in Chicago, because some people said at that event that they had better luck. I'm going to use flow along surface here. They had better luck with that if this surface was rebuilt so that it wasn't squished like this, so that it was more square, like the surface was more predictable and not way more this way than this way. And I think I've been kind of trying to find that to be a definitive yes, and it seems like on this one that is certainly true. So we'll save this one for fun. I'm going to put this on, hopefully I'll remember to come back to that, but we'll try it later. So I'm going to go to rebuild, and I found in rebuilding this that, let's see, I did about 10 by 50. And let's hit OK. OK, like I said, that's exactly backwards. 50 by 10. Let's see how that works out. Yeah. So that gives me a really nice square pattern. And that was just trial and error, typing numbers in these boxes right here, just typing them in until I get it the way I want it. So there's my surface that I'm going to be working with. So we'll go ahead and select this surface, go to Curve, and create UV curves. And there is the rectangle that we're going to work on. Now, just randomly, I kind of looked at this and decided that there was 18 patterns going around here. How many there are, I don't know, but 18 seemed to work out pretty good. So what I did is this: explode, click here, go to divide, number of segments 18, and I did that. Then we go here, here. Okay, I want to draw a 45-degree angle. So to lock that, I go Shift, comma, which is the symbol right here. I just pointed at my screen. See that? And then type 45 and hit enter. That locks me to 45-degree increments. Alright. Oh, okay. So then we select that, go to transform, go to array, number in the X direction, 18. Y is 1, Z is 1, reference point or spacing from here to here. Whoop, away we go. Okay. Then we oh, it's still in that, so we hit enter. And then we pick 1, 2, 3 of those, and we go duplicate from here to there. Need 3, only needed 2, but there's the repeat. So that just gives me a feeling for what we got going on here. Okay. Let's go ahead and select all this and hit join again. And then we'll pick everybody and go trim. Even though I think I'm going to come back and extend these, but this just gives us there's what we're filling in. So you could always if you wanted to get a feel for how much the repeat is and how this is truly working out, we could immediately come over here and apply this. Apply to here. So there's what we got going on. And that looks pretty good. That seems like, you know, by the time I get this one here and here, about that wide. Seems good. Okay. Now we are not going to use profiles up here. That just is not going to hack it. But boy, if you wanted to pipe it or something, it'd be easy. Alright, so anyway, there's that. So here's the layout. Let's see, where's the center? Move. Yeah, the midpoint's gonna have one right at it. Mid, yeah. So there's the center one right there. We'll put that on red. No, that's not the center. Oh, jeez. Let's see. Let's draw a line. Yeah, we'll hit explode. Explode. Kaboom. And I guess that is the center. Right there. That's an icon on one of those optical illusions. Okay, so I guess all things considered, this one would be the one that crosses center. Let's see if that's true. Let's go ahead and mirror this from here. Yeah. Alright, actually that's not true at all. That does not matter one bit. What we're going to do is we're going to mirror this from the center of this. There's center. It doesn't matter. We could be working here or here, because we're going to let array work for us later. Okay, so there's X marks the spot. And let's actually put this on green. And I am not going to worry about all these other ones. And the reason I always lay that out again is to get a feel for what the shape looks like. Alright, so, okay. And let's join this back up. Join. Okay, let's put that on gray. Alright, now, here's the layout. And I'm going to steal some stuff that I've already done, so this video won't be 8 years long. Okay, so here's a layout, but we'll start out, this one was actually not quite right, so we'll start out with this, and let's move this from the crossing right there, intersect, to this crossing, intersect. Alright, and I'll show you what we got going on here. I actually want one that's even lower right here. So I hold down Alt and make a copy of that one too. Okay, so next thing I want to do is extend these lines. So I go here, I go to extend, enter for dynamic, type equals line, and we come out this way, out this way. I just need longer in all directions. That should do it. Okay, enter. So there's that extended out there. Now the whole point here was that the first thing I did was I looked at, oh yeah, I remember what I did. When I had the grid going across here, I measured the grid, and it worked out to be, you know, we may have to do that again. Darn it. Let's do that. I'll show you. Explode. Here. Here. 18. Yeah. Alright. So we'll just do it right here. Let's go duplicate from point to point to point and point. Okay. So I measure distance. Perpendicular is on, near is on, so I just snap near and perpendicular to that, 2.461. 2.461. So that would be 1.23. 1.23 would be half that. So what we do is we go offset distance 1.23, and we go there, and we go there. So that determines, alright, that determines what is going on as far as where these things would match up with each other. Okay? And I actually went a little bit short of that, because if you look at this, there's a gap. They do not touch edge to edge. There's a gap. So there's my gap, and it'll be double this side and then this side. So that's how I came up with this shape. Now, this profile was made the same way as well, not really here. We do a circle, overlap a little bit, pick these two, and then duplicate from here to wait a minute. Duplicate from quad to quad to quad, and then get rid of the extras. Anyway, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. And I think I wanted this to stay pretty defined, so this is actually a little too close. Oops. Yeah. In other words, I might even have done this. Alright, and but anyway, let's see. Let's go ahead and do this and mirror. I'm just going to wing this, but I would do this the same way and get this exactly spaced. Then I drew a line across here, and yeah, trim. And then I did blend from here to here. And then I actually did blend, this blend right here, this 1, 2, 1, where you get the handles. And I go like that, and that freaks out. But then you just, you click this one and hold down, oops, undo, undo, undo. You hold, I hate this one. You hold down shift and move this one and it'll fix it. There we go. Enter. So there's how join this profile was made to begin with right there. Okay. I then located it at the center, and I need 4 versions of this thing. Okay. Let's get rid of all these. I'll wing it. Let's see. Alright, let's see. So there's all this business. And I don't need these. Oh, I don't need to do that at all. I'm over here messing around on this one. I don't even need to. Alright, so this is located out here. Now, what I found in doing this was that I need to come, as a matter of fact, let me take a look at this. What did I do? There's the center. Then we have one here and one here. Yeah. Okay. And I just kind of eyeballed this, but I take this one and I go duplicate from here, and I come out this way, and we want near, And let's take a look in the looking down. And I came out about this far. And then I put another one right there at the intersect, like so. Okay. So now, this gets really confusing. But what we want then is we want this to be the top one. So this is the main one right here. So let's put that on red. That's numero uno. Then it comes down a bit to this one. And then it heads down really quick, way down to this one. Okay. And we'll get to this very bottom one eventually. Notice I did not pick the very bottom one here. Okay, so now, to avoid confusion, as if that's possible, I will get rid of all these. So there's what my pattern is doing so far. And we'll go ahead and mirror this. So mirror from this intersection out this way. So there's one section. Here's what it does. Surface sweep 1. Now, this is not a good way to model a surface that you want to be nice and smooth. And I'll prove it. That is lame. Down here, then up, and then a hump, and then... But, if we come over here and rebuild this, and let's see, we have 13 and 178. Alright, the 13 in this case could be about 5, and that's this way. And then the 178 might be 70, let's stay even, 76. Let's hit OK. Alright, basically what that does is it rebuilds it this way with only 5 points, and then it keeps enough this way to keep it honest, within reason. There's how close we are, and I actually like this better. This kind of softer. Okay, so that's what we're going to do eventually. Okay, the next thing that we need to do though is get this going across the other way, this way. And if this is going up, then the next one has to go down. Okay, so here we go. And notice that I leave these. I need this as my main section, and that's the only way I'm going to get back to do these other going down. So the distance across here, okay, well, it can be found, although I want this to be perfect. So here's what I did. I came over here and I drew from, and notice I have project on, which is fine, from mid of this dip to mid of this one. So right there, that curve represents from one profile to the next. Okay, I wonder if I even need that. Why did I even do that? Let's see. Anyway, let's just put that on blue. Okay, now if we select this one, let's take all these, and I actually don't need this one, although we'll see. I don't need this one, but I need this one. So what this is going to do is I'm going to go ahead and duplicate from this midpoint to this midpoint. Okay, now this one is going to be here. This is my low point, so now I'm going to nuke these. Alright, so now there's my coming down here and then dipping down. Okay, so now this one and this one get mirrored to, let's go from this intersect right there. Okay. So now I need another up one. So what we'll do is we'll pick this one, and this one, and that one. And we'll go duplicate from mid to mid, or perp, same difference. Okay. And really, at this point, we'll get rid of this, and we'll pick this business out here, and we will mirror it from this crossing, which is right there. Alright, earned that one, didn't we? Okay, so now we need to go ahead and try this out. So let's go here, we go surface, sweep 1, there's the profile, and you just follow the lines. You. So we're going up, and then we're going down, then we're going up, and then down, and so on. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when I rebuild this, if you recall, I put 5 here. So I'll go 25 there this time, and I'll leave this at 76 because this didn't change, and hit OK. And that gives me a nice smooth rebuild of that. Now there's other ways I could have done this. I could have drawn a curve that does this and done like sweep 2 along here or something. You know, all depends on what you want. Now, the tricky part is I can't just rotate this over here because the next one has to go down and not up. Yay. So what I'm going to do is steal some of this though. So let's switch here and turn this off. And we will pick the red. Not this though. I don't need this anymore. So let's right click red. What else do we got on red? Don't need that. Don't need that. And let's take and copy let's go ahead and move this one over here and hold down Alt. Okay, now I'm watching this one. So that one right there, I'm going to rotate from the midpoint of this right there, and I'm going to come straight down and do 90, like so. So there's one of the low points right there. So I'm going to go ahead and move it. Let's go move from right here to the crossing, which is right there, that intersect point. Yay. So now that goes down. So we'll nuke this side. And I purposely took that off center so that it went far enough out this way, which will certainly work. Alright, so now we take what's out here more than we need, of course. And we mirror. There's the crossing right there. Where am I going? Oh, along this line. Duh. There we go. Okay. Whew. It would have been nice if I put these on a different layer. There we go. Alright, yay. Now let's go sweep one here. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So rebuild, keep that at 76, and then go to 35. Let's see how we did. Yeah, see, that's the part that I was trying not to get, was any sort of intersect. And you know, I'm inclined to take this and do this. There. Take that. Alright. I don't really know why that got bigger on that one, but that shouldn't matter, I hope. Okay, this needs join back up. Join. Okay. And we'll make a surface out of it, so we go put that on gray. So that was from planar curves there. And let's see what we got. I have not put anything in a job bag so far. Call that flying without a net. Okay, so this one and this one are going to get flowed along a surface. Now, I'm not using Smart Flow in the bonus tools, because at the making of this video, some people don't have it yet, so I find that grossly unfair. And also, because these are going off the edge, and Smart Flow will not let you do that. So, I will use Flow Along Surface. And Rhino History is on. Base surface, like near a corner, here, and here. And that's a total guess as to where to click. And we wait, and it flows. And could be on upside down, could be on right side up. I like to switch to plastic. Gets rid of all that business. Yeah, we're in business. Why it's down there, I don't know, but I'm not worried about it. Alright. This I really like. This is coming right down into the ring. This one, bit thicker, but that's okay. Okay. Now, really, I'm gearing this one towards a mill. So, if you don't have one, we sell them. Because getting all this to be capped and all pretty and all that jazz is a drag. Okay, so at this point, We're in business. This, I don't like the fact that this is going this low, but there's going to be one over it anyway. So at this point, we take, and really what we'd want to do at this point, oh, sorry, I'm like jumping around like a spastic dog or something, but here's the test on rebuilding this. Let's bring this surface out. And this held up really well as far as how wide it was and how it feels as far as going over and under and so on. Oh, I had history on. What a bummer. Oh boy. Let's make a new one. Alright, so let's go here, and let's go surface sweep 1 here and here. So having history on means when it swept, there we go. When it swept it, or when I rebuilt it, it did the copy too. So let's go here and go flow along surface, base surface, here, go here. I don't see much of a difference. It seems to me that when I did a test in building this, that this got bigger here and smaller here, but I don't see it that much here. I don't think it was time wasted, but I don't know. Okay. So anyway, we've got this, and this is getting pretty weird. Let's switch back to plastic. There we go. That's getting pretty weird in there. This folding over and stuff is tough. Let's see what we get. Alright. So anything that we want to do, because here's the actual ring right there. Anything that we want to do to this, we need to do now. So what I would, before we array it, so what I would tend to do is take this and move, I'm simply going to move this out a little bit more like this. Not very, I know it's not very high tech, but there we go. So I want these tucking down in there. And I'm also going to go ahead and 1D scale. I'm going to 1D scale this from here there we go. And we can always come in and trim that, but I'm trying to get this to go. There we go. And I guess here to here. Okay. Alright, there. So I got that going into that and out there. Alright, here we go. Now, what we can do is we can come in and rebuild this because this is pretty busy. The if I get 18 of these two sets going around the ring, I'm going to be kind of in trouble. Also, you know, in looking at this, we'll see what we get. Okay, so let's go ahead and rebuild this. So let's go rebuild. And I'm going to leave it at the same numbers. Okay. And as long as that doesn't change that much, I'm going to be happy with that. And then this surface, let's go rebuild and do that one. There we go. So that just relaxed that. And it makes it so that when I run this around, like I say, there'll be 36 of them. We go here, we go F4, 18, and run that around there. And that is about that. So we have our gap here still. We have these going over and under. I got just a little bit hitting there. Not real super pleased about that, but it's not bad. And this is relaxed enough to where it looks like it's, well, it is being woven. And what I think is neat too is this one is kind of tucking in like it's going around inside this one, and this one comes around like it's going over that one, and that's what makes this one that's what separates this one from just kind of making it sort of like it and making it just like what that's doing. So we could always undo this and get this, we could get this so that this is gone by doing this. Let's go ahead and go solid and go here, F4, and I'm going to come into the ring just a little bit like so. Alright, so U gets split by U. Alright, so let's turn that off. And that little piece, wonder if that split that. I didn't. Split failed. Objects may not intersect. Huh. Well, let's do it this way then. I can take a hint. Let's go. You get split by this one. The reason I did the blue object was because, yeah, alright, fine. I wanted it to cut in there just a little bit more, but I guess I'll do it this way. That one. And is there? Nope, there's not one there. Okay, so now this one, I'm going to move it just ever so slightly into the part. There we go. So now that's truly not there. And that's just a display issue when I zoom out right there. Alright, and then this one needs to come down as well. And that might do it. Well, let's see if we have, yeah, and that gets rid of, I think, yeah, we'll see. Alright, so now we come back here and back here, come over to through finger, go to array, F4 18. I still have a little bit going on there, which I could move. Oh, you know, with history on, which one was the original? Let's hit undo. Alright, it's this one right there. Right there. So now let's hit redo, and it's that one. So if I move that one out, all the rest with history should follow. Haha. And if I take this one, which is the original of that, and I 1D scale that one from like here in this way, then they should all do that. Yep, there they go. Alright, I could sit and tweak that for a while, but all things considered, there's that ring, near as I can tell. Oh, if this ever happens to you where this thing loses its mind, it's because we went to this shade mode here. And so what you do is you click on it, Control T is Object Properties. You go to Material, Basic, and that'll come back. So there we go. That's how I would build that.